morning, Minxie ladies. How are you this morning? I've got Caitlin with me. Woohoo, super excited. So Caitlin actually, she said to me, I think the ladies need to understand, we'll just be like showing a highlight of the hardware that is on footwear and how the hardware makes a difference and a change in some of the styles. So we kind of like grabbed out a few bits and we thought we would have a little chat about them. So I guess what is hardware? And so hardware is what we reference anyway, are the trims on the shoe. So this is what I'd say is like a loafer tab trim hardware chain in here. Sometimes these are metal, sometimes they're a molded, that's kind of like a molded hardened resin. And then we were just looking actually at Caitlin's beautiful boots. Don't ask for these yet, ladies, because they've sold out. Just wait. There's more coming in. Actually, there may be retailers still with them. Do you know, Nay, if there are any? No, she's going, no, I don't know.
White, isn't there?
Yeah, there's some white. There's some winter white. A couple of winter white, a couple of black maybe, and there's probably some at retail. So hardware referring to like the speed laces in through here. So this is like, again, a molded plastic piece that's inserted to sew in there. What it does is it just gives it a really individual look. And there are things that I know that when I'm designing that I'm reaching out to China and saying, I want to put my minxiness into the product. And some of the ways I can do that is by looking at the hardware that they have up there and trying to select something that is unique and different. I'm just looking at this perler here where, ladies, we've had the perler out with all the pearls running up the front. And so this season we're running the gems up the front just as a point of difference. So that's what we refer to as hardware.
And I think from a styling point of view as well for me, Kush, this is a really good way to add some style personality to your look. And Pearl is a really good example too. Really simple trainer, but you can either add the edginess or the femininity with the hardware that you choose.
Yes.
So that you could have a loafer, but that one's quite a classic kind of detail, but then that one's a bit more edgy, a bit more on trend. So you use almost the trim and the hardware to give you that edge.
Highlight
your
style.
Style personality. If you want something that's a little bit edgier, go for edgier hardware that maybe in a classic show. So it's a really cool way to change your look.
Actually, that's a really good way of looking at it. Again, hardware too. So ladies that have followed our brand for a super long time will know that I used to be obsessed about always putting a little bit of heart and love into your shoes, and I've started bringing back the little heart pulley on some of our shoes here. So it's just that little kind of, sometimes you just need that, ladies. Like we have such busy lives and you just want that moment to go, oh, that's cute. Yeah. So that's a little hardware trim that we put on that sometimes you might not even notice it, but it's a thoughtful little additive that we put in to make the shoes a little bit different. Here's a lot of hardware on this. I mean, you try being me and spec this out with annotate this out to the factories in China. Getting the information across about these little particular shapes and sizes of rivets. Obviously, if they're too big, they can look too bulky. I wanted it to blend in nicely with the back little baubles and the heel plate in the back. Again, that's hardware. These little plate trims in the back, and then trying to bring that through into the top of the shoe as well. Looking at the eyelets on it and going, oh, actually I don't want shiny, I want matte, because that's a little bit more luxe and edgy. And you can see there we've got the little heart on that too. So this is the new version of your gravity boot, ladies, with that little pop of pink.
And the pink's a really cool way again to see the detail, whereas you could get it in the plain black if you wanted still that little bit of edge with the hardware but not as obvious. There's the plain black version as well, so you can pick and choose how much you feature. Extremities. And we love this. So cute. We love this boot. This is like the ultimate trouser boot to me. Yeah, grab the pearl pink in it. So I'm just it's alter ego is what I called it, because I kind of think once you put these on, you transform yourself into somebody else. That's kind of a rock star, I feel. A bit David Bowie-esque. Like a David Bowie vibe to them. Yeah, they do. We're reading those little people books for the girls. And Emmy's favourite's David Bowie. Books. And I love that. These are the kind of boots.
Yeah, he would wear these too. So reference to hardware. Hi, how you doing? Reference to
hardware here are these buckle trims and things. So yeah, just love that little buckle. Again, these are the things that kind of, when I'm designing, it gives us a little bit of our own identity and stands us apart from some of the potential followers and copiers that you know, tend to take some of our ideas and duplicate them for themselves. So yeah, so we thought we'd just highlight that with you today, ladies. And also we've got Caitlin here. Caitlin, you did have a question from Lee Moke, and Lee, if you happen to be watching, I made a comment, I think last time we caught up, about watching Trini.
We love Trini.
Yeah, we do love Trini. You know, I wish I had more hours in the day to actually intensively follow her. And so Lee, you had some outstanding questions for Caitlin with regard to colour blocking, the
shoulder pads, metallic,
yes,
neons.
Yeah,
We'll get back to you.
Yeah, we're gonna get back to you on it because it's such a big category. We got so excited when we read your message that we want to kind of plan a whole little kind of section on it for you to give some reference where we were talking about colour blocking for shoes.
Yeah.
In particular,
and also winter, because traditionally colour blocking is, we think about in summer, and it's always bold and bright. So how can we do it with the winter palette in a bit more subtle ways if you don't necessarily want to wear hot pink and bright blue?
Yeah.
So,
hey,
watch this space.
Yeah, watch this space, and thank you, Lee. And ladies, it's just a reminder too that if you do want Caitlin to cover anything off for you, she can actually now be reached through an email address here at Minx, which is Caitlin. Caitlin @minx.co.nz, so you can send her a direct message. She only reads those messages on Wednesday when she comes in to play with us. But also, did you see Caitlin yesterday on the telly?
On the telly,
That was exciting.
Yeah, chatting to the lovely Ryan and Melissa on the AM
Oh,
show.
yeah,
that was really good.
They're so cool, aren't they?
Yeah,
Are they really cool in person?
I was just by Zoom, but they were lovely just to chat to. So
Yeah.
it was really nice.
Oh, super good. And do you want to just tell the ladies what you were talking about? Because it's a hugely important topic.
Yeah, so there's a global movement that's called, it's called Body Right, and it's basically, this week is called March Unfiltered. So what Body Right is asking everybody to do is to go unfiltered on the internet, just for a week. To think about, like, you know, showing yourself as you are, your natural skin, your natural face. Doesn't mean you can't wear makeup, doesn't mean you can't get good lighting, but to remove those filters that sometimes we use, and kind of, I guess, think about why we're using them. So what are we getting out of it? Like, is that a kind of short term, oh, I look good, but actually then you look in the mirror and you're like, is that what I really look like? You know, it can be quite, like, it can eat away at your self-esteem. And then I think seeing other people on the internet, and you always think, oh my god, they look so young and their skin's so perfect, but actually they've got a filter on there, and some of them you can tell it's a filter, and some of them actually you can't, because if they're done pre-social in other apps and things, you can't. So I'm working with Body Right, which is an amazing, like I said, it's a global movement, but they're here in NZ, and we're just trying to get everyone to go unfiltered just for the week. If filters are life for you, can you do it for a week and actually just learn to recognise that you're amazing as you are, just in the skin you're in, and not needing to change that up.
Yeah.
Don't you change your face?
Well, I don't know if I should be apologising, but we don't ever filter anything here at Minx.
Neither. You might have seen on my Instagram yesterday, my kids made a lot of appearances on my Instagram. The wrinkles make a lot of appearances on my Instagram. But this is life. This is us. So I think one of the questions Melissa asked was about, she did a shoot just after having a baby, and the baby capsule kept bumping against her leg and gave her a couple of bruises. And she's like, oh, should I have got them to retouch the bruises? And I don't think, no, because that's the stage of life that she's in. Like, she's a young mum carrying baby capsules, and like I said, I probably had Marmite on my t-shirt during the interview yesterday, because Matilda probably came and gave me a cuddle beforehand. So I think it's embracing that stage of life that we're in, whether it's you know, motherhood, whether it's menopause, whether it's aging, whatever it is, and just owning that and being real.
So much pressure to try and be the best of the best.
And it's also important to remember that social media is everybody's highlight reel.
Yeah.
It's not the everyday reality. Yeah. So it's actually not like, I think if we had a camera on my house all day, every day, I would not be dressed as well as I am normally, and B, it's chaos. So does anyone have any comments about that?
No one said anything about that just yet.
Yeah. Okay. I tell you what, we'll get Nay in and we'll just show you what Nay's wearing.
I've got a couple questions as well.
Oh, yeah.
What are you wearing this morning, Kush?
Oh, okay. I knew you'd ask me, ladies. Don't ask me. No, of course I want you to ask me. This here is a dress. I think I've worn it a couple of times before. I actually bought it at Muse in Ponsonby Road. I think she's a
designer from New York. It's quite a fun little dress. And it's obviously really, really comfy, and I just felt inspired to wear it. I just like the contrast. It's kind of a starchy cotton. I like the contrast stitch on it. And then obviously I'm wearing my Pretty Polly's, which I've got to start wearing. I should have put my loafers on, my new loafers that you ladies had to get yesterday. So I need to get those. So yeah, I've got my Pretty Polly lace-ups on with those at the moment. And then of course our wrap bracelets, which are nearly sold out, ladies. So if you're, Caitlin's got one on too. If you're thinking about it, don't think for much longer because they're just about all gone.
I've used mine to hide my Apple Watch too because I'm not an Apple Watch person, but I want to track my swimming and stuff. So I got one, but I feel like I can accessorize it and like kind of almost.
Why don't? There's a huge
there
opportunity
is.
for someone to
There's
do
heaps
it
of different bands.
So you'll notice, ladies, that the girls have come in their chill skirts. Now I know you're going to say, "Can I get one?" and all of that kind of thing.
The usual.
And so I'm going to say I'm really, really sorry. They are all on order, but you may have seen on the news that China's gone into lockdown, and our factories are based in China. And so we're getting very little information out of them about when they've got a zero tolerance for COVID, so they're actually trying to stamp it out completely, and you know how difficult that is. So at the moment they're not producing anything for us, which is a little bit tricky. So we're hoping that they can get their zero done and dusted, and then we can get back into our production. So we will have these skirts coming back in, and there may be retailers with them still available. So it's always good to kind of reach out to our retailers. Just put in your search Swan Lake chill skirt by Creed or Minx, and something should come up for you. And so we are going to be definitely getting the black in that Caitlin's got on. We also got another black version coming with a little black matching polka dot in the chill, which is pretty cute. Yeah, that's pretty cute. And then we've got some new we've got chocolate and ink and blush and all your lovely colours that you like. Actually, the chocolate will be a new colour. And they've got these amazing gingham on ginghams. I know they sound crazy, so I can't even try and describe it to you, but you just have to visualise layers of chill with a bit of a self-on-self print in chocolate and it's kind of like a latte cover. Yeah, latte sort of blended. It's very cool, very cool. So you're going to have to wait for that. And we'll keep you posted. All our retailers are wanting to order more as well at the moment. So, we'll just let you know how that's all going. Yeah.
Got 2 more questions. Rosemary said, "I love the lee boot in white. Will we be getting more in?"
Yes, good question. Yeah, 100% we will. Our repertoire will also be getting restocked in that as well. We've sent all the orders up. Again, we're just waiting on confirmation of when the factories are going back into full production, so that we can get that back out to you. So, I'm thinking that it's going to be around about early June, if I'm really honest with you. It may be earlier, which I'd love to be able to announce that it would be, but if you kind of budget time-wise for that early June. But do reach out to Repertoire. You never know, they may have a pair floating around in their back room somewhere. Yeah.
Leanne said, "Can you please confirm what you mean by colour blocking? Thanks heaps."
Oh yeah, well, so what we're going to do, Leanne, is Lee's going to, Lee sent us quite an in-depth request about, talking about colour blocking and covering off the different colours and tones and how you wear them and all that kind of thing. So we will do that. We'll do that as a whole other section. So colour blocking might be, for example, like taking this block of hot pink and popping it into a boot like that, like making a solid block of colour. And then how are you going to wear that? Well, I'd probably wear it all back with black. And I might have like an accessory like a lipstick in pink or an earring in pink or a handbag in pink to match, or not. It could just be that confidence to wear that block of colour strongly. We also have, here we go. Caitlin's found some other colour block things to show you. So where you've got 2 sort of almost opposing colours working together like that in solid blocks.
Yeah, solid colour.
Blocks of colour.
Yeah.
So you've got a solid winter red and then you've got a solid cerise pink in through there. So Caitlin will cover off how you potentially wear this back with an outfit. And here's another one here with the boots. With the awakened boot and the hot pink and red. Yeah, thanks Caitlin. Yeah, so you're just going to have to maybe wait till next Wednesday when Caitlin's back in again. And she will think about how to put something together for you so it's nice and easy. Like some general rules really with it, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
That's what she's very good at, ladies. Very good at that. Have we got any more questions before we sign off?
What is on the sale rack?
What's on the sale rack? Sale rack for what? For shoes or clothes or everything? Don't ask me everything. Or are you wanting to know if we're having a sale? We could maybe get back to you on that.
How much?
Homage blush. Okay, so come and throw your foot up here, Caitlin. Throw your foot up here. Oh, look at that. So the homage blush. If you were looking for this boot, we've located some at Wink down in Christchurch. Impress in Winton. If you ladies are down right down south.
As well. All online.
And Girl Next Door. Only a couple. Okay, so Wink down in Christchurch has got every size from a 37 to a 41, and then Impress and in Winton and Girl Next Door down in Queenstown have a little bit of each of whichever's kind of closest for you, I guess, or whoever you have the relationship with.
And usual size. I'm a 40. You're in a 41A now. Yeah, 40,
okay.
41, normal size.
That's a good fitting tip. So ladies, if you've got that longer foot and you're usually a 40, buy a 40 in this. If you're usually a 41, you know that Renee's she can go between a 41 and a 42. She's bought a 41 in this boot. So that's good fitting tips there, girls. Thank you for that.
Melanie came back and said the clothes just by you, but it's probably because we've just...
Okay. We're actually, Mel, we're in such a mess, right? Like, we're in such a mess here at the HQ. We have no room for our clothes racks at the moment, so they're kind of intermingled amongst everything. But I would say watch the space. It's something that we are going to talk about in our team meeting within the next couple of weeks, about doing a bit of a clear out of some of the clothing and bits and pieces. So just watch this space, Mel. They're little eagle eyes, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. Awesome. All right, you guys have a great day. See ya.
Bye.